Hi, it's Caitlin, and Cirque Colors has finally brought back Coronation. Because I have been around in the nail polish world for so long, I have actually owned the two previous versions of Coronation that Cirque put out, initially in 2013 and then in 2017. Cirque released Coronation again. Fast forward to 2023 and Cirque Colors is releasing Coronation again. They said they were able to get their hands on the Unicorn P pigment and they're releasing it again for a very limited time. So let's look at Coronation 2017, pictures of 2013, and then 2023. And I've also got swatches of some other Cirque colors that I got my hands on to try. They're beautiful, and I am completely in love with their shimmer graphic finish. Don't forget to use my code Caitlin Swatches. You can save 10%. I don't know how much longer I'll be in the affiliate program. I signed a contract until the end of 2023. So if you haven't used it yet and you want to, now's your time. And as I may or may not have mentioned, Coronation is launching on December 1st on the Cirque Colors website. It will be in limited quantities. Anyway, let's just get into it. Let's take a look at the new Coronation, which, as I mentioned, will be super limited in its quantities available, so grab it if you want it. This is a bright violet purple with a fine red copper green color shifting aurora shimmer and scattered holographic pigment. So off the bat, this polish is really beautiful. It has a beautiful shimmer effect to it, and the hollow is really, really sparkly. The aurora pigment is also very sparkly, and it gives a very magical effect. This is definitely a polish you will want to build up in thin coats. I am going to show it to you in 3 coats. If this is something that you're going to treasure because it is limited edition and you've always wanted this polish, then definitely use a similar colored base and then layer it so you're not going to waste too much of your polish, because it is sheer and you will go through it relatively fast, especially if you have longer nails than me and you might need 4 coats. You'll also notice that this polish does dry down a tiny bit dull. It's not going to be staining and it's not gritty whatsoever, but I do recommend a good generous layer of quick dry top coat. I'm using the Cirque Colors Looking Glass top coat, which I love so much. And this polish is going to look incredible with the glossy top coat on. It really makes everything come to life in a really, really beautiful, magical way. So I think this is a beautiful rendition of the polish, but as you're going to see shortly, it's not the same as the last version of Coronation that came out, and I no longer have my original bottle from 2013 to compare it to. I have a photo, but I just know from my memory that this polish definitely has a different type of shimmer. The shimmer in this new version is more red versus the golden shimmer in previous versions, and it really doesn't have much of a green shift. Maybe you can see it, but I can barely see it, and we'll see the comparison in a second where the green shift is much more visible. So on the left is the new version of Coronation, and on the right is the 2017 version. You can see what I mean about the shimmer in the new version being more red than the previous version, which was definitely greener and more golden. And here is a look at the 2017 Coronation in the bottle. I'm going to apply it to my middle finger with the new version of Coronation on my index so you can compare it as I apply. I do think that the original, it's not the original, it's the 2017 Coronation, is thinner than the current version, and it's also a different shade of purple. It's slightly more blue toned to my eye, and you can see that the shimmer is less obvious, but personally for me, I much prefer that. I prefer a more delicate shimmer effect, and I also just kind of hate really red shimmers. They don't work well on my skin tone, so I much prefer the 2017 version, and I'm grateful that I still have it. Sometimes I can sell off or give away my polishes very impulsively, but I'm super glad I still have my 2017 bottle of Coronation, and I definitely regret selling my 2013 bottle. So here you can see them side by side. The shimmer is definitely stronger in the new version, but it's also a slightly different shimmer. It's more red. Like I said, the 2017 is more golden, and the hollow is a slightly larger particle size in the new version compared to the 2017. And here you can see them, you can definitely see that base color difference, and you will definitely see the difference in color shifts. There's much more green in the 2017 bottle. I personally love a green color shift, so I am sad that that's less obvious in the new version. And the purple in the 2017 is just more my cup of tea. Obviously, this is all personal preference, but I definitely prefer the 2017 version. And I do think Cirque should have named the 2023 version. They could have even named it Coronation 2023 or Coronation 10th Anniversary Edition. Here's a look at the 2013 version. I do recall the 2013 version having a really, really strong green shift. And again, I didn't see it in the 2023 bottle. Now we have Wildberry West, which is kind of Coronation adjacent. I really, really love this one. I asked Cirque if they could send it to me. They very generously did. And wow, this is like my dream shade of pink. The blue shimmer in this is really strong. It's also super beautiful with the hollow. I don't think the hollow is overdone. It's got the perfect amount, the perfect size, and I'm just super into this polish. It has an amazing formula. It is on the runnier fluid side, so don't overload your brush. And I really wish that Cirque would just put a wide flat brush in all of their polishes. Maybe they give the swatchers the old brushes they're trying to clear out, but this would just be so much easier to apply with the wide brush. This I thought looked really good in 2 coats, and you definitely want a glossy top coat to just enhance the shine and also potentially cover up a smudge like I got on my middle finger. I dented it shortly after applying the polish. So here you can just see how twinkly and pretty the little bits of hollow are. This is such a bright polish. This is honestly, if I had to get rid of pretty much everything in my collection, I would keep this polish. It is one of my new favorite colors. I genuinely love it. And just because I received them in my package, I wanted to try Cirque Colors All In and swatch it for you. So this one is from the Kelly Marissa collection. It is limited edition, but it's still available. This one is a lime green shimmer graphic with red to orange to gold color shifting aurora shimmer and a scattered holographic effect. This one is really, really pretty. It has a beautiful formula. I really like how on the sheer side this one is. It just allows those glitters to show through as well as the shimmer. And if you're a fan of lime green, this polish will probably be right up your alley because it's so pretty. So it is a bit on the sheer side, and as you can see, even in 3 coats, it's not 100% covering my nail line, but I'm a big fan of a visible nail line, and the shimmer in this one is really strong, so it will pretty much distract from any visible nail line, as you will see shortly. And these shimmer graphics do have a bit of texture when they dry down, so I recommend a good glossy top coat like Cirque Colors Looking Glass. And you can just see how magical that holo is. I love holo, and this is a very high quality holographic pigment. It's very rainbowy, not too silvery, it's just beautifully sparkly and rainbowy. And last but not least, we have Venetian Sky. So Venetian Sky is also a limited edition from the Kelly Marissa collab, and it's a blue-purple shimmer graphic with a pink to gold to green color shifting aurora shimmer and scattered holographic effect. So this is a beautiful shade of purple, and I particularly love the shimmer in this one. It's really luminous, and these have a very nice shiny effect to them. Once you apply the top coat, it's just a really beautiful, almost juicy look, if that makes sense. And I was happy with the coverage of this in 2 coats. You might want 3, depending on your polishing style. And they call it a blurple, but honestly, it's mostly a purple to me. It could be blue toned, but it's very clearly a mid-tone purple in my perspective and on my skin tone. So here it is. It's just so rich and beautiful. I do love a good purple, and this one is very, very good. That pink shimmer is beautiful. I love the orange and almost green you get at extreme angles, to say nothing of the holographic sparkle, which is just the icing on the cake. So I obviously am in love with Wildberry West, but that's not really what this video is about. It's about Coronation, and my long story short is that Cirque Colors should have just called this a 2.0. They could have called it Coronation 2023. I don't know. Love to hear your thoughts. Let me know what you think. And I guess that's it for me. Hopefully I will see you in my next video. Bye.